Flight Risk is a movie directed by Mel Gibson. It is a crime thriller film about U.S. Marshal Madeleine Harris. She captures a mob accountant on the run named Winston, and he's going to become witness against a mob boss named Moretti. So they have to charter a small plane out of Alaska, and they get on there with Daryl. He's like a really hick kind of man, pilot, friendly enough. However, Winston realizes that this man is not who he says he is. He may be a mob hitman, a vicious one. So a battle of wits in the skies as they take down this Daryl fellow, but then they can't land the plane, so it ends up being a sort of intense situation in the skies. So this movie is really thin in the sense that there's not much of a story. There's some cursory character development for Winston, some for Madeleine, and even some for the killer. However, besides that, there's not much else going on. There's only so much you can do in a cockpit of a small plane. So it's a lot of just back and forth trying to knock each other out and trying to get in each other's heads. And there's not much in terms of twists or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward, and the movie wouldn't be so bad because it has a pretty decent cast. You've got Mark Wahlberg playing the villain. Winston is played by Topher Grace, and he's kind of like a nerdy, kind of like, I shouldn't have done this. And then Madeleine Harris is played by Michelle Dockery, and I like her. But I think Mark Wahlberg's kind of miscast. He's playing a very cheesy kind of killer. His only thing is he likes to chop off body parts apparently, so that's like his thing where he's like, I'm gonna tear you apart. He just keeps saying that over and over, or like, I'm gonna like rip you apart, and it gets really old, you know. It just over and over, same thing. So besides that, it's not much of an entertaining film, to be honest. It's really kind of boring. Too much humor, and there's a lot of humor to try to make up for the dead air in between sequences. There's only so much story you can mine out of this. It's barely 90 minutes, and it feels a lot longer, but overall it's just an alright film. Definitely not memorable or particularly well directed either, so I give Flight Risk a 3 out of 10.